Phil, do
Kenny?
you remember the old days when you guys would come in, like we just launched something with you, get it going, and then you come in and want to know how it's doing, where it was, and you have all this list of questions, and I give you the look of like, piss off because I don't have time to run around trying to figure all this stuff out. How many stores is it in? Well, it's supposed to be in this many, Phil. Kenny, I can't see it all in these stores. Phil, get your people, go and find out which stores it's in. Remember
Yep.
all those conversations
Yep.
where
Yep.
to get data on something just listed or just running, everything just took forever to get an answer. Everything.
And it was frustrating. All of it was frustrating because I'd be frustrated at you because you couldn't get me the answers I want. You'd be frustrated because you didn't understand why I just didn't throw more resources at this. But either way, neither of us ever got the answers that we ever wanted.
Exactly. Tons of paperwork, took forever. And by the time we got the data, who cared anyway? Well, you know what, Mr. Chang? Those days are over. Field Agent just launched Marketplace. You want to know what it is, Phil? Because I know you're dying to ask me. It's a self-serve platform where brands of any size can launch tasks on demand.
Okay. So I can test packaging, pricing. I check promotions to see if they're set up correctly.
Buddy, all of it. And super quick. You can do it within minutes. And you can target by location, demographics. You can get photos, feedback, and the data is in one easy peasy, easy to read dashboard. Super, super easy. Best part, no minimums, no setup fees. You pay for the data you collect, and that's it.
Perfect for small brands that we talk to all the time, sales
100%.
teams, marketers, anyone who needs quick, real-world insights. I like it.
True data now. Not in a week, not in a month. If you're so inclined on a Friday afternoon like we are now, and you wanted to probably start it tomorrow or Sunday, guess what? You can do it. None of this 15-year delay, and before you know it, the world's turned over 3 times. Incredible.
If you're interested, check it out at www.fieldagentcanada.com/marketplace.
Hey, welcome to This Commerce Life, an unscripted podcast that focuses on the stories behind small and independent Canadian retail and Canadian CPG.
What we try and do is deliver or pull out the story of our guests and give them to you. You know, the good, the bad, the ugly of retail and CPG in Canada. We're filling a need because we think that retail is hard on the best of days, but it's also a wonderful, wonderful place to grow up and make your living.
We also think that the industry, nor the people that inadvertently find themselves in the industry, really understand the industry at all. They don't really understand what goes on behind the scenes.
So listen to us, Phil and Kenny. We'll unravel it for you. We'll give you the story. We'll give you the story behind the story. I'm good. There we go. How is your week going?
Very good.
Yeah. We've had a pretty productive week. But I am really glad it's Friday.
I know. And we've got great weather too.
Yeah, I think so. Well,
Are you in Toronto as well?
Kenny does not.
I mean, yeah, in
I think in
Ajax.
Vancouver you're getting looks like a lot of rain.
Are we getting rain?
I thought I saw an atmospheric river in your forecast.
Oh, okay.
Not us. We have.
You guys. I'm in Vancouver.
And we have great weather.
We're good.
Hot,
We've got very good weather.
right? Hot. Like we're getting.
Well, I'm happy for the two of you.
Yeah, we are too.
You can come join us.
Yeah,
I guess that's true too, right? It's not that. I mean, it's not that far per se, but I'll stay in the West Coast. I'm okay out here.
Yeah.
I just woke up. This is my first sip of coffee. I'm just slowly grinding into this day. It's all good.
What's the time there?
7:01.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
That's
Hey,
All good.
it is okay. We're excited to do this with you. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Yeah, good.
I'm surprised and I'm very good.
Good.
That's awesome.
We had a pre-call with Nana, and Nana was a little bit nervous about doing a podcast, but pretty excited to do this. You've got some cool stuff going on.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
So for the audience, we're talking to Nana Daniels, and she runs Honam Naturals. Thank you to Ontario, Made in Ontario, because they passed us on to they got us introduced, so that's pretty awesome. But I'll kind of shut up and let you introduce yourself. So the next 40, 45 minutes is all yours. We kind of want to hear about you, how you got here to this, and then we'll want to hear about Honam Naturals too, and and what that's all about too. So welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
So, my name is Nana Daniels, and I'm in Ajax, Ontario. And I'm a mother, and I'm a grandma, a very young grandma.
Nice.
And
How
actually,
many how many kids do you have?
I have two boys,
Two boys.
and their birthdays are all in September. So September is a very busy month for me. The
Oh,
grandkids are also September, so it's like back to back.
Everybody September?
everybody's
Yes,
September.
everybody's
You
September.
know,
I guess you get it
you
done
can
in one
spread
month.
things out a little bit, right? Like,
Yeah, one
yeah.
cake and we move on.
Okay, actually,
Okay, well there
there's
you
some
go. See?
efficiency to that. Yeah. How
See,
old are the boys now?
My boys are 33 and 32.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
a
So
little older than my kids.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're grown
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
so
yeah.
my
Okay.
background actually has nothing to do with what I'm doing now.
No.
I did IT and ended up in administration with new builds, construction. So I've been working in the construction, new builds,
Okay.
and working in project management and certified buildings to make it green, eco green, and certified as green buildings.
Yeah.
And Honam happened to come up. And so I left my regular job and started doing Honam Naturals, which is my skincare and hair care brand. Yeah.
How how does it come up?
Yeah, I know
Hold on.
it doesn't just
No.
come up. I'm assuming there's
Yeah.
some dots in there because I mean, you're doing something very different,
Well,
clearly.
Construction to
well,
skincare. It's
well, so
Nana, explain yourself.
it did come up almost by accident. So I have two autoimmune disease.
Okay.
So I live with lupus and I live with scleroderma. And these autoimmune disease, what it does is I usually attack my organs. And the skin being your largest organ, which is most visible to everybody, your skin gets involved more. So I've
Okay.
lived with it for, I'd say maybe about 25 years, and
Okay.
I've lived well with it. So I was able to go on with my daily life. However,
Wow.
on the day that I was diagnosed, the first thing the doctor told me is you have to take very good care of your skin. And there's no known cause for lupus and scleroderma. And there's also no actual medication. So it's a chronic disease. You just get worse. But one thing that I was told to do was to be very careful with the sun, because with lupus, the sun's UV rays and something in the environment usually precipitates your crisis.
Okay.
So it's important that you use sunscreen. It's important to keep away from ultraviolet light. So which means between 9 and 3 o'clock when the sun rays are very high, I don't have to be outside for too long.
Okay.
Okay.
And also, even the fluorescent lights in offices could cause me to have a crisis. So I have to always tell them, can you move the lights around? So I lived really well, did my sunscreen. I'll wear hats when I know I'm going to be out for late. And I also love to travel a lot. And I'm from Ghana.
Okay.
So, Africa has just one climate and it's
It's just
just
sun.
hot and hotter and it's sunny.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went to Ghana sometime in 2016 and a friend wanted to come with me. So I took him to Ghana, and whilst we were there, we went to visit this beautiful falls, and it's so beautiful, like it's an Instagram worthy shot. So it takes 45 minutes to walk into the rainforest to get to the falls. So on that day, I did all the protection. I had my hat on, I had my sunscreen on. We walked in the shade 45 minutes, went to the fall, we took our pictures, we were good. We left and came back. and we're okay. But as soon as I got home, it felt like my skin was on fire and you
Wow.
couldn't see, there was nothing visible. And it went on for about 2, 3 days, but it just happened that I was coming back to Toronto, so I was good. So I came to Toronto. I went to the hospital because now it was still burning, but I still couldn't see anything visible. So I ended up in the hospital, and it took 7 hours to get seen by the doctor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Okay.
I came back home and I was exhausted. My son picked me up. I went straight to bed. So I got up a couple hours later and I was coming down the stairs to come have something to eat. And I reached the landing of the stairs and my son screamed. So I was like, what's going on? He said, have you seen your face? And I'm like, no, but I realized that my right eye it felt weird. I couldn't close it. So I went to look in a mirror and I realized my skin was burnt from my face to my torso. And it
Wow.
was as black as the black garbage bag.
Wow.
And like it felt like just a black film over my body. So we didn't know what to do. So I just automatically closed all the blinds in my house so the sun's ray won't come inside. And I just waited to see what would happen. So I called my mom and I told her this was what was happening. And every African believes that shea butter heals everything. So, so I came back
Yes.
with a pot of shea butter from
Yeah.
Ghana. And as soon as I told my mom, I said, my skin is burning. It's like, she said, do you have shea butter? I said, yes. She said, just put it on. So I'm like, okay. So I put the shea butter on my skin, but because it was the raw form and because it was so thick, like it was just going over my skin and not
Yep.
actually moisturizing it.
Right.
So I decided to add vitamin E and I researched to find out essential oils that are sensitive for your skin. So I whipped it up and made it into a lightweight butter. And I applied it morning, I applied it afternoon. And during that period, it was about a week and a half. I wasn't able to go out, so friends would drop food. And it was so bad, I didn't want anybody to see me. So my friends would drop the food at the door and they would leave. And I told them, I described it, but I didn't make anybody see me. So then one day my friend came and I sort of showed it to her. What was happening was I would sleep and wake up and I would shed in the bed. But when I did shed, it would leave like scabs because you're sleeping on a cotton sheet.
Right.
So like the irritation when you move,
Yeah.
it would peel the skin, but then it would leave a scab. So I somewhat had sores on my body.
Oh,
So I
wow.
didn't want anybody to see it. So I continued to do the moisturize it. And then I had a little bit left. So when I told my mom, she goes, why don't you do a sugar scrub and exfoliate what is left?
Okay.
And prior to that, I had to go to the hospital because
So,
I
so
didn't
was
know
there
if it
any
was,
doctor visits in between all that?
I did. So I went to St. Michael's.
Yeah.
My regular doctor was on vacation. She's at Mount Sinai, but she was on vacation. So I went to the emergency at St. Michael's. And it felt like they actually just sent me to a room away from everybody.
But they don't
And
know what it
I
is,
had
I
to
guess,
have
right?
I had to have a hoodie on and they weren't sure
Is
what
it?
it is. And especially being that I said I just came back from a trip because that was the time that I think we had Ebola.
So Ebola probably right in that pocket, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
so they put me in a room, but I went with a friend, so we were there. So finally, the doctor came in the room and he knew they ran tests and they found out it wasn't Ebola or anything. So he was able to come close and he said my skin was so dehydrated. So he said I had to drink like 3 liters of water. However, he also gave me steroids and like anything to do with lupus crisis, yeah, prescribed steroids. But my rheumatologist, who has been controlling my lupus, she had always said that I was fine with the medication. I had other 13 tablets I've been taking every morning. So she didn't want to add the steroids.
Right.
So when I went and the doctor said take steroids, and I said I can't take it because my doctor doesn't want me to take it. I know it's a very, very good medication. However, she said the side effects, so she wanted me to wait and see, and if we got desperate. So I took the prescription. I said I'm going to take it home
Mhm.
and I'll decide if I'll take it. If I get worse, I'll fill it in and take it. So
Right.
he said that's fine. So whilst I was doing the shea butter, I realized that it was clearing, so I didn't have to fill it. So then about a week and a half later, most of my skin peeled and I had good looking skin. My skin, naturally, I've got very good skin. My skin looked better than the skin I had before. So all my friends who kept dropping the food and stuff, like I had confidently opened the door and she's like, I thought you didn't want us to see you. And I said, no, I opened the door. So everybody was like, what did you use? And I said, I used my shea butter I made, and everybody was like, can we have some? So I made a little batch I gave to my friend, and other friends were like, can I have some? So then I bought a big batch and I mixed it, and we're getting to Christmas. So I had to look for containers and everything, and I got containers, but then I realized that I had to use the relation of the lupus to whatever I was doing. I felt it had to be combined and it had to make sense. So knowing that the UV rays had something to do with it, and also knowing that something in the environment had to do with my condition, I was very intentional in products to use. So I looked for a container that would be eco-friendly. So I got aluminum containers, and with the aluminum containers too, what happens is it protects the integrity of the products.
Okay.
So I chose containers like that. Then I also decided I had to make a name. I had to find a name. So then, since it had to do with skin, and skin started the business in, I'm from Ghana, so in the Ashanti dialect, you call skin Honam.
Okay. All
So
right.
I named it Honam, and being that everything is natural, I made it Honam Naturals.
So Skin
So
Naturals. Yeah.
yeah, so then I did the product, and on the 27th, no, on the 17th of November in 2017, I invited my friends and my cousins and family members, and I had made quite a bit of products. And within 1 hour, I sold out and I made $1,000.
That's well, not bad.
Start somewhere.
So
Yeah.
then I knew I was onto something.
Okay, not bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I sold out the first time, like everybody got their Christmas gifts. And that was how Honam was born. It started from my kitchen countertop, and today it's in big bulk stores and online. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was your background anything like in science or medicine or not for anything? Because I would think if I came down the stairs the way you're describing, or came downstairs and my kids saw me and like freaked.
Mhm.
I'm just thinking myself, probably the last thing I'm doing is concocting a formula to fix what
Yeah.
I have, which I don't know what I have, and I probably would have been scared shitless anyway. Like, I would have probably been. I don't think you could have got me to the probably hospital fast enough. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to find, like, did you have like a background in this, or like, like,
No. So my dad was a medical doctor,
okay,
and I loved to read as a child. So I love to research on like
well, clearly,
anything. And when I had my lupus, I have five other sisters who are all healthy. I'm one of the youngest,
okay,
and they are all healthy. So, like, this was something new to me. So, I did a lot of research on my condition. And around 17, 18, I took a course in cosmetology, which has nothing to do with this. But like through the cosmetology too, I had to learn things on how to fix your hair, and I had to learn things to do with your skin. So it was something that I've always had an interest.
okay,
And in Ghana, where I grew up, I was born in the north of
Okay.
Ghana, and that's where most of the shea butter comes from. And whilst I was growing up, I lived there for 6 years before my dad died. Whilst I was growing up, I know that the women in the markets that we went to, most of them would have the big hats in the market, but they had beautiful skin.
Okay.
And these are like the native women there. And nobody uses any night cream, day cream, whatever. Like all the creams are shea butter. And that's all they use. They use shea butter for their skin. They cook with shea butter to eat. They use shea butter for everything. And they've got wonderful skin. They are not using sunscreen. They also would bath with the black soaps, and the black soaps are actually vegan soaps.
Hmm.
And those are all toxin free. So we use that when we're growing up. So when
Okay.
I came here, like to me, I felt that maybe I changed some certain things when I came here because now I'm not using the black soap. Now
Well,
I'm
could
not
be, right? Who
using,
knows?
yeah, I'm not using the things that I was used to. I'm buying
Right.
things that I don't know, I'm sure they have some chemicals in. So to me, I felt all these made my condition worse. So I just felt, you know what, let me go back to the basics. So let's start from the basics and see. Because I bought creams from here to use on my skin. They were very expensive. I
Right.
tried one particular brand and it was very good, but it was very expensive.
Right.
And because it was my whole body, I'd finish it within a day or two.
Right.
So I had a tub of shea butter and I was like, okay, let's play around with it. And I tried and it worked out for me. Yeah.
Sometimes the old ways, right? I think we're
Yeah.
we're
I
actually
guess
learning that
so.
if you look at all of the movements that are out there, whether it's into the mushrooms and all that stuff or the teas, like those are things that all three of our heritages, like our grandparents and our grandparents' grandparents would
Yeah.
go,
Well,
dummy,
all these
what's the
old
matter with
remedies
you,
that
right?
they
Like,
use, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
I
So
mean,
I,
some probably turned out to be, quasi science, and others probably had basis in science. Nobody knew. They didn't really, it's
yeah,
not they were scientists, but there was things. And I guess when I hear you say, like, if in the North Marcus, you're talking about if they're wearing hats, if they're applying things to keep their skin moist, you know what I mean? That is good skincare.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like the sun is terrible for your skin. Like people who really bake in the sun, those ones that do it all summer, or they don't protect themselves in the sun, you're gonna have skin issues as you grow,
Yeah.
as you age. It beats the hell out of you.
Yeah.
It
And on top of it, like most of the products now, when you walk into Shoppers Drug Mart, even Sephora, most of these products are shea butter based.
A lot of them are now, yeah, for
They are
sure.
shea butter
Yeah,
based. So if I have the raw thing in its pure form,
yeah.
like I'm
yeah.
thinking that I have more, it's more potent or whatever. Like you
Well, it's
have,
clean at least, like you know what
it's
it is,
clean
right?
and it's cold press and on top of that, to shea butter, actually, you can't grow it. You can't plant it. It grows in the wild. So it's
Oh,
organic. And the way they process it to get the oils out, it's cold press. So you get in the pure,
right.
like high grade, you know. So
So they don't farm it back home? Like it just grows.
it just grows wild.
Oh,
It just grows wild. Yeah.
So you
crazy.
started with skincare, and
Hmm.
now, like, if I look at your site, you've
Yeah.
got
Which is gonna force
got
me
a
to.
lot of products, right? Like, you've got body butters, which look amazing. You've got some hair care. You've got some home fragrance. You got men's grooming.
Yeah.
Um, this is pretty cool. So it's
Yeah.
2017 is
2017.
okay.
And the hair care came up to by necessity. So during COVID, you remember when we were under lockdown and everything was locked down? Most
Yeah,
of the products that I would use for my hair and like people with hair like mine
Right,
was categorized as non-essential. So you go to Shoppers Drug Mart, there's the tapes.
buy it.
So you
Yeah.
couldn't go there and buy it. So we were using other products and things, and I didn't like it. So I got frustrated and I looked for a manufacturer. and I said, listen, I need help. I need you to do some products for me. Number one, it has to be shea butter based. And because of my condition, I have to be very careful. It doesn't have to have chemicals. So I researched, I told him the products that I want. He came up with something and say, maybe we can put this in, we can put that in. And I said, I want it for people with very, very tight, like the more your curls are very
It's the
tight.
tight curls that, yeah, that I don't have to worry about, clearly.
Yeah, the more your curls are
Uh-huh.
tight, the
Yeah,
more dry it is. So I said, I
yeah.
want something very hydrating. So he came up with these ideas. Hibiscus is hydrating, coconut is
Yeah.
hydrating, all these things. So I said, okay, can you just make just a bit and let's try. So he did just a little. I sold it amongst my friends. I sold it on because it was closed. Everything was shut down. So I just sold it, advertised on Instagram. And then one day, I had there was an Instagram what do you call it? A contest. So I had nothing to do. I filled it and they called me a few days later and it was RW and Co, the women's clothing company
Yeah.
Yeah.
that had put it up. So in a few days, I was called. They sent me a message in my inbox and said I won the contest. And I was like, oh, great. And when you win the
You're
contest,
like, what contest? What are you talking about?
oh, listen, I knew, so I kept looking because
Yeah.
the contest, the reward was for Manjit Minhas from Dragon's Den to mentor you. So I took it serious. I made sure I called friends. I said, please go
Yeah.
and like it. Go and do everything.
God.
So
Yeah.
I won because I'd wanted the mentorship with Manjit. So I
Okay.
won that, and I was just happy to have Manjit mentor me. But then RW and Co called me and they said, "Oh, there's more to it." And I'm like, okay, what else is it? So they said, "We would want you to model our clothes." And we've got a few businesses that are thriving during COVID. So we want you to model our clothes, and in return, we would promote your products. I'm like,
All
I'm
right.
okay with it.
Yes, please.
So we did that. And because it was COVID, we couldn't go anywhere. So I had to invite the whole camera crew into my townhouse. And we had to have them, some of them were standing on the grass outside because they have to have the lighting in a certain way. And I had about 10 people during this period where we have to wear masks. And it was a whole production, but in the end, the pictures came out great. So they posted the pictures, and I had Manjit mentor me. And during the mentorship, she showed me things on how to design my containers. I had my containers done. I have one here. My previous containers, I had the labels all around
Right.
and the top. But then she said it would make it difficult when you stack up in the
We can't
store.
see it.
I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, you can't see it.
So she redesigned it, and through that period, she posted me. And there was another gentleman who was also on the Dragon's Den later on. And I think his name was Lane Merrifield. I can't
Right.
remember.
Yep.
And he also posted me a few times. So then another company reached out and said, we have a program coming up where we would want to mentor immigrant women, like immigrant women
Right.
from Black-owned businesses.
Right.
So it's the contest started with about 2,000 people. And it dwindled down to 500 and it dwindled down to 25. So I was away on vacation and she called me and said, you're one of the 25. So I'm like, okay, great. And she said, now we're going to mentor you with Women's Entrepreneur Connect. So they showed us how to do a business resume and all that. And we did learn a wealth of information. And after that, they said, now we're going to have you learn to pitch to big brands. And as I mentioned to you, I'm just even nervous telling you my story. So imagine trying to pitch to a big brand.
Yeah.
So we had to pitch to winners. We had to pitch to Kroger's in the States,
Yeah.
Hilton, as well as Walmart.
Okay.
So the day came, and it was the first pitch, the mock pitch. So I had to pitch to winners, and the camera came on, and the two representatives came on, and I froze.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
No,
You're
I was
nervous, right?
able, no, actually, the on the mock one, I was able to pitch.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you have 2 minutes. I did the
Yeah.
pitch, it went out fine. So they said, okay, next 2 weeks is the main pitch. So you have to fine tune it. They told us this, and there were lots of things I had to revise. So the day of the pitch, I come on there and I froze. Like I couldn't say my story, I couldn't say whatever. I just said a little bit. And we're supposed to get the reports back in the next maybe a week or so. A week later, we look at all the companies that were interested, and winners liked it. And I'm like, I didn't even say anything. So then Walmart too also liked it. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we waited, it took some time, and finally we got our products in there. So that's how I got my break in the bigger brand stores.
That's crazy. So both states and Canada, or is this mostly Canadian focused? Because
No, it's
Kroger's a state.
Kroger's is in the state.
Yeah.
Kroger's they never completed it,
Mhm.
so I just left it. And also some of them are like really big. So like the bigger
Kroger's is huge.
stores, I
Well, so is
stayed,
Kroger's,
I
Walmart.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I knew that cash flow would be a problem, so I didn't follow through. But with Walmart, I somewhat had control because it was on the online store.
Okay,
Okay.
so at
So
least it's sort of okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm on online in Walmart in the States and online in Walmart they just started it in Canada.
Okay.
Okay.
Walmart just went
.com
online
and
and
.ca.
here
Wow.
and on Amazon, and the with winners, I mean all the winners in Ontario and Quebec.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you're learning pretty quick. Like in the old days when I was still in buying or in the stores, this was all called ethnic skincare and ethnic hair care, right? So you had the hair care for all the straight hair, and I'm in BC, so our demographics are very different than Ontario.
Hmm.
So we don't have as much tight curly as we do long straight.
Hmm.
So very different world. So in our stores, I remember because I was with London Drugs for years, we had like maybe two shelves of sort of what would be considered ethnic, and then we would
Yeah.
travel to the states, like southern states or
To
even
get
Ontario,
it.
and you end up with these 4 foots and 8 foot sets, or like these walls, and you're thinking, holy moly, there's lots of
Yeah.
things that we just don't see out sort of out west. Are you still finding that? Is it like still
No, it's
pocketed or right everywhere now?
nowadays it's everywhere, and there's quite a number of products. But one thing I've been lucky is I made the products thinking that it's also for chemically treated hair. So I've noticed that most of my customers are actually Asians.
Well, if you get chemically treated, then we're all probably part of that mess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, and I've got lots of customers from BC
It's
also as
awesome.
well. Yeah, but I think being online makes it easy
Yeah.
to have people. And during COVID helped because like COVID, all of us turned back going to like online, and you have to go on TikTok to go and research and go on social media. So that also did help a lot because like most of the brands now too were looking through people's Instagram pages, and
Right.
some of their store brands were contacting you to get the products in the stores. Yeah.
Very cool. Can you do me one what's black soap?
Well, so black soap is it's actually soap made with it's vegan products, but it's burnt into ash. So they use like the plantain skins, and also they use the coconut. So you know when you
So
take
they
the dry
burn them and then they
when you take the dry coconut and you burn the rusk,
Yeah.
I think that's what you call, and it turns into an ash.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So they take that and they also take when they make the shea butter, like when you
I just
process
assumed
it.
shea butter was in there because you told me it's in everything. So I just went down that path already.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're learning fast.
Yeah, I try, right? I try to listen, right?
Yeah. So when they make the shea butter, after they've processed the shea butter and they
Yeah.
take the shea butter out, shea butter comes from a seed. So they crush the seed
Okay.
and get the oils out. So
Okay.
then the residue left, I realized that they don't throw it all out. So they take some of it. So that means that you're also getting the oil in, and they mix all these plants, including like the cocoa. They add cocoa too because cocoa is hydrating, and they make it into a soap. So it's a bar soap. I had some lying around here. It's a bar soap and it's black.
Oh,
Yeah. And
okay.
it's very good. So it's got a little bit of the grains inside. So it's great for
With
exfoliating.
Or it's
exfoliating. Yeah.
exfoliating naturally
Yeah,
as well then. Oh,
it's
okay.
great
That's
for
pretty cool.
exfoliating. Yeah. Yeah,
You can tell I'm snooping through your site.
it's been very popular, like really, really popular because now they have various ones. They have ones that would have honey inside, and they have some that on my website, I have some with aloe vera, and the aloe vera is very smooth, soothing. And I also
Meringue.
have one that has the, what do you call it, moringa, and
Okay.
moringa is a
Yeah, I'm,
natural
I'm
form
snooping
of
on your site now. Right
retinol.
now, you
You
got
have
me
a
looking because
turmeric and hibiscus and wow,
a
there's
lot of stuff.
Yes.
here.
Honey
Yeah.
enriched.
Yeah.
That's
So
really
there's some
cool.
for everything.
Wow. Look at you.
It's really
Yeah.
pretty too. The
Yeah, thank you.
some of them are quite beautiful. Like there's the green. It's
That's a
one
moringa.
the moringa.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
different. I
moringa.
really like I like your packaging too. I like the aluminum
Yeah,
tops.
yeah.
I love the made in Canada scream out.
Yes. Yeah.
No, it's really it's quite a pretty looking line.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I had my son. My son is into graphic design and my niece too. So they designed most of the containers, but I wanted something tribal to represent
Oh,
like,
represent
uh,
home, right?
yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, they did that.
Very exciting.
It
This
doesn't
is
even
very
it's that's
cool.
it doesn't it feels really reasonably priced as well. It's not like you're way out in the world of oh my God, this is gonna,
Yeah, well, that was the whole reason why I did that because I was trying to find something in the store if I'm going to use a lot when I had that condition.
right,
I wanted something reasonable. So when I did it, I just said the first thing to do is it has to be reasonably priced so people would be able to afford it.
right.
Yeah.
Which a lot of times is sort of the intent, and then you learn once you get in these industries that nothing is, what you think it's gonna be. And
Yeah.
then, retail, getting into retail and all, there's margins and you have to do, there's a lot of stuff that's going on
Mhm.
that things can get out of control pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's nice looking, honestly,
Thank
Nana.
you.
It's a really pretty looking line.
Thank you so much.
Tea trees.
Where do you want to go with this? Like what comes
Like
next? Like you've
what's
been
the
doing
what's
this
the
since
plan?
2017. You've like you've talked about kind of like and you've grown and kind of
Yeah, you're
matured
selling. You
along
got
the
a
way,
big
right? Like
line. Holy moly.
you're selling now it's a big line. You're in Walmart.com.ca, Amazon. What comes next for the brand? Like what do you want to do with
Um,
this?
I I'm just hoping to be in more organic like stores that focuses on natural products. So I'm looking to get into those. I know like when it comes to the skincare, it's only more on my website and Amazon. Whereas when it comes to the hair care, that those are actually in shops where people could walk and go and buy it. So
Right.
I'm trying to actually get into these organic stores on the shelves. So it's easy for those who don't want to pay for shipping, because I know most people wouldn't want to pay for shipping, and some people want to touch and feel it.
I think some people just like to see it too, though. It's just
Yeah.
that,
I
it's
think
very
some people
tactile.
want
I
to
think
smell it, to be honest.
yeah.
Yeah, I do quite a bit of pop-ups. And I
Okay.
like to meet the people. So when I do the pop-ups, and it gives them the opportunity to ask me questions on which one is great
Right.
for them. They get to try the creams and stuff like that. So I enjoy doing that also. And I do most of them in the hospitals. I do some of the pop-ups in the hospitals. And sometimes, I mean, with Christmas coming up, we're going to be very
There's lots of
busy.
pop-ups you
Yeah.
can do there
Yeah,
for sure.
lots of pop-ups. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so in terms of like in the so you're not in a lot of there's the winners, the online. You're
Mhm.
not then in a lot of traditional bricks and mortar retail per se, or are you?
Um, I'm in two at the moment. I mean, in the Pickering Town Center, there is a black-owned store, and it's a marketplace, and it's for like black creatives.
Okay.
So anybody who has a little business there, and she has about 60 vendors there. So I sell in there. So the
Okay.
products you could find it there. And there's also Feel Good Natural. It's one of the first natural food stores
Yep.
in Durham region. They also sell it there. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's one of these things. Like there's we have a decent sized natural health channel in the country,
Yeah.
but it's very hard to do door by door by door because a lot of them are small. They can't order quantity, etc. So like you're probably, and I don't know the structure of your business in terms of, costing and all that. You're probably going to need a distributor, but there's a number of them who do really, really well, like in these worlds, and could probably do some seriously cool things with you.
I mean,
Yeah.
the Healthy Planets and the Nature's Emporium, like those guys, if
It's whether they would
you feel like
take,
you would fit, the costing
Um,
is something that
we're
you
actually still in the process with them.
awesome.
Healthy
We
Planet would be great.
I've had a chat with them, and all these things, it takes a while. So we are
Yeah,
in the waiting game. I reached out to them,
yeah.
and actually, as a matter of fact, I stalked them on
It's all
on
good.
LinkedIn. Yeah.
All
So
good.
I'm just waiting to hear from them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Nature's Emporium, if you're listening,
There's a whole
Nana
bunch
should
like
be in
goodness.
your
This is
store.
like goodness me in your
Yeah,
guys' side of the world. It's, the big carrot. Like there's so many places that can
Goodness Me would be a
do,
great one too.
you know.
It would really fit. I feel like it would really fit with them.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it's just getting to them. With a lot of them, the challenge would be it's even for you. It's like it's hard to deal store by store. It once you start getting into that retail, it's not sort of how it works. I mean, there's other angles that you may want to
I think
entertain.
the way to reach them is usually through LinkedIn, but I'm sure as I am sending them messages, I'm sure everybody else too is overwhelming them with messages.
There's
So
everybody's at them. Yeah, so you get lost
yeah,
in the
for
yeah,
sure,
shuffle.
for
so
sure.
you get lost in.
Yeah.
So maybe it's things through like a podcast like this, or sometimes when somebody else has an interview or a
Right.
spotlight, and then they decide to maybe let's look into it. So yeah,
This is
but at the
face-to-face
moment,
stuff, eh?
yeah, sorry. At
So
the
this is,
moment,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry. At the moment, like I am doing the processing of the body butters. So I haven't actually scaled up,
Right.
and but we've started scaling up now because of like Walmart's to get them. So I mean, if I should get all these shops, definitely we know that we're going to have to, like you mentioned, I'm going to have a distributor to help with
It's a
us.
whole different structure. As long, I guess what I'm always hoping is because there's a need for things like this in the marketplace.
Yeah.
The country is not what it once was, and it's changed a lot. So it's very diverse, and there's so many people that can use these types of products, and all people. So it doesn't matter who it is, but it's just
Yeah.
really cool, and the cleanliness of it is nice, and the packaging is nice. So you're ready for it. It's just then making sure your structure can allow it because once you have to add, there's more people that get added into it, and everybody wants a piece of it, right?
Yeah.
So as long as you got lots of pieces to hand out, it works.
Yeah.
it's cool. Like yeah, I mean, your story's awesome. I mean, yeah, I really like it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wow.
This is very cool. I mean, the other one, I guess that it feels right for is someone like on the online space, like well.ca would fit
Yeah,
really nicely
totally.
with you as well.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
Um,
Totally.
well, with
You know what would be cool for, I mean, I'm laughing. I'm thinking like this it would be great for even Anna to walk like a CHFA show or go to something like that because that's where these peeps are, right?
Yeah. I
yeah,
was actually planning to go to, I was invited to one of those trade shows that they had they just had one in Vegas for the hair. But
yeah.
at the same time, my nephew was
Yeah.
getting married, so but I plan on doing one of those. Yeah.
There's a
I
huge
think
one in your neck of the woods in Ontario in 2 weeks. But
Yeah,
I
so
don't know
there's one
I don't
called
know
the
if you can get in
Canadian
or
Health
not.
Food Association show, right? And so they it's here in Toronto. It's at the at the CNE downtown.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
and it all of those folks that we talked about, Healthy Planet, Nature's Emporium, all those guys will be
All
at the
there.
show for sure.
Mm, okay.
So that would be an interesting place to be. The only thing that we do this with every brand is we just say like if you're going to go to a show like that, the best thing to do the first time is to walk it,
Just walk.
right? So I would walk the show, I would just check it out. I wouldn't, because what you'll find right away, and you run a brand that seems to be doing quite well. So, but to kind of spend $4,000 or $5,000 on a trade show, you got to be very specific about what you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so first time, walking the show would probably give you a feel for does this fit with me or not? Can I meet retailers this way without having to put up a booth, for example, right?
Yeah,
So I get a feel
that makes
for
sense.
what people
I
might
just get a
want.
feel for what's in
Yeah.
the market
In
and
there.
how it sort of ticks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Because I think there's a need for for what you're doing.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, it's cool.
you're packaged
Yeah.
well. I mean, again, I don't know your cost
Packaging
structures
is
and all that,
great.
but
Like cost
yeah,
structure, we don't know, but yeah, no, it
definitely
looks
conceptual from a high
yeah.
level looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you
Wow.
so much.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're glad you did this. Are you glad you did this?
I'm
Was
hoping you
this
had a decent time doing this.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
Okay, good.
I mean,
Well,
you
we were
don't have
worried
to
about
say
you
that,
because we're
but
thinking
as
she's
long
so
as it
nervous about
wasn't
doing this.
traumatic for you. Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to
No, no, no,
stress you
no.
out.
It wasn't. It
Okay,
wasn't.
good.
Right.
I was nervous the very first day that I spoke to
Okay.
you both,
Yeah.
but like now it feels just like a conversation. So
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
yeah,
Good.
it's
Good.
really good.
Good.
Yeah.
We're glad. We're glad. It's no, this is very cool. And then we'll definitely keep an eye on your stuff, think about where you could be, see who
Yeah.
we can share this with. But yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, I
Amazing.
like it.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank you
coming
so
on.
much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, thanks for doing this with us. Like
Yeah.
I said, I know you were a little nervous about doing it, but I'm glad you did it. And that was really
We're
interesting.
very glad.
Your
Yeah.
story's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
Product's really nice.
Thank you so much. And I'm very, very appreciative that we had the time and you sat with me to listen to my story. I really do
Oh,
appreciate that.
Oh,
no,
our
it's very
pleasure. Our
Yeah.
pleasure.
awesome.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you for doing this. You have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks,
Bye.
man.
Thanks.
Take care.
Okay, take care.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Bye.
She's cool.
She's got a cool, you know what it is? It's just
Yeah.
in a cool pocket, right? Because I don't think there's still a ton of people like in our country for sure. Like I know when you get into the States, and especially, if you get into the East Coast and the South, I think there's a lot more of this. I don't know if it's this type of product, but products that speak to sort of that the tighter hair and darker skins. But
Hmm.
I just think there's definite play in here, and the product feels really clean.
It
No?
it doesn't feel, because the problem with shea butter stuff is sometimes it comes across very homey or like homemade.
Well, that's what I'm
Um,
I'm looking, and it
she
doesn't
doesn't
feel
have any
that.
of that here. Like here
No.
it's yeah.
I know, I get it. That's, I guess what I'm getting at is that it just feels different, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
No, that's awesome, man. Like, seriously, it's really cool.
Wow.
I love when
Very
people do
cool.
shit like this, you know. I
Yeah,
really
me
do. I
too.
think it's
Me
just,
too. I like it.
yeah,
I
it's
like
just
it.
pretty cool.
Awesome.
Well,
Anyway,
there
thanks
you
for
go. Thanks for listening, everybody.